Soup went everywhere, and all I could hear was Olivia screaming behind me.
A SoCal father and his daughter, the latest to say they too were badly burned by an exploding NutriBullet.
When it exploded, it hit me and it was really hot. It just kind of started stinging.
They're the most recent alleged victims to file a lawsuit against the company, joining others who already told their stories to Fox 11.
This thing just chopped my hand to pieces pretty much.
After the explosion, I looked down my hand and there was just blood everywhere.
It shot me straight up in the face. This part hit this part here, and all my teeth in the front were broken.
That hot liquid exploded onto me and created those nasty burns.
Dozens of lawsuits later and more than 12 million views on our stories on Facebook alone, Fox 11 is now face-to-face with NutriBullet's attorneys at court for the very first time.
Can you explain why NutriBullet's fighting so hard in court? They don't want this video out there.
Thousand Oaks resident Kevin Driscoll and his 13-year-old daughter Olivia say they will never forget what happened in their kitchen last May.
It exploded against the wall and hit Olivia right in the face.
It hit about right here on my forehead and right here.
According to their lawsuit against NutriBullet, they were using the device to make a broth of room-temperature chicken stock and cooked vegetables and blended the ingredients for a brief and reasonable amount of time.
Let the NutriBullet go for a little while, probably about a minute.
Olivia says she touched the canister to get ready to turn it off and noticed it was hot to the touch.
When she touched it, she said, "Dad, it's too hot." I told her to leave it alone, I'll take it off. Went to the stove, put it over a pan on the stove, and said, "Step back, this thing's going to explode."
Driscoll says that's when he began to unscrew the blade assembly from the canister as he pointed it away from him and his daughter.
When he screws the lid off, I hear this popping sound, and I immediately knew that something was going to happen.
According to their lawsuit, the now scalding hot contents of the canister violently and forcefully erupted out of the canister, spraying the hot contents on Mr. Driscoll and his daughters. Kevin suffered second-degree burns on both of his wrists, while Olivia suffered second-degree burns on her face and right eye.
This is an unfortunate scenario because it involved a young child.
Attorney Doug Roshan represents the Driscolls. His firm has now been retained by 90 clients, all in the process of suing NutriBullet after they say they suffered graphic injuries as a result of the device exploding. And he says after Fox 11's previous story, a representative from the Consumer Product Safety Commission contacted him.
My understanding is since that story aired, both that agent as well as agents throughout the United States have interviewed no less than 15 of our clients. It has been escalated to the Washington, D.C. office, where my understanding is that they are currently doing some type of analysis and investigation concerning why these products are still being sold.
When Fox 11 reached out to the CPSC, we were told they could not confirm nor deny an active investigation. As we previously reported, only Fox 11 obtained test videos produced by NutriBullet during litigation, showing one NutriBullet explode after blending water for 10 minutes. And another NutriBullet exploding after blending water for 2 minutes while pressure is artificially added. NutriBullet went to court to try to stop the videos from being released any further. And NutriBullet attorney Brad Childers sent Fox 11 this letter days before our story, asking us to reconsider our decision to air the videos.
Mr. Childers, could we have one quick moment with you?
We caught up with Childers at court after he asked a judge to not allow the video to be disseminated any further.
Can you explain why NutriBullet's fighting so hard in court? They don't want this video out there.
No, I think NutriBullet has commented on that, and I really don't have any comment beyond that.
But NutriBullet is responding to the Driscolls' allegations, telling Fox 11 in part, quote, NutriBullets present no safety issue if used as directed, including following the warning not to blend heated foods. We are sorry Mr. Driscoll and his daughter were injured. Wish them well in their recovery and will thoroughly investigate how their incident could have occurred as claimed in their lawsuit. In this regard, NutriBullet has also been working with the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission in evaluating accidents, such as that reported by the Driscolls, end quote. The company continues to maintain that millions use the NutriBullet every single day without any issue, and that customer misuse is likely to blame for any injuries. But Roshan says the blame lies with what he says is a defective product.
They were using room temperature ingredients. They were blending for the appropriate period of time. The child, Olivia, was being supervised by her father, and despite all these rules, despite all of these things that NutriBullet wants you to follow, they still suffered second-degree burns.
So this is now the third story we've done on the NutriBullet since this last fall, and beginning this coming summer, we're actually going to be able to start seeing which side wins in court. The plaintiffs tell me they have 2 cases against NutriBullet going to jury trial in the near future. That's going to be one in July, another in September. NutriBullet, as we've reported, contesting all of these allegations, and they tell me they are prepared to defend themselves in the courtroom.
All right, so the attorney in this case had 14 clients when you started this investigation. Now you said 90. What is it they want?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, that's quite an increase since last November. What they're asking for, obviously, money, damages, that sort of thing. But he says what's more important than that is they either want a recall or they want all these products, these NutriBullets, taken off the shelves. The way he describes it to us is he believes, and again, this is the plaintiff's attorney saying this, he describes it as millions of grenades sitting out in people's kitchens because he believes they're going to explode. Now, NutriBullet obviously contests that very strongly. They say if you use the product correctly, you got nothing to worry about.
Well, they're still everywhere. If you shop, they're still flying off store shelves.
And Pablo was just telling us during the commercial break at Costco, they were pretty much sold out. People like them. People still use them. And again, we're talking about a couple hundred people probably in total around the country when millions use it. So we're just going to have to see what happens when these cases go to trial this summer.
We'll check back with you, Bill.
Yep.
Thank you much.
Good story.